You ever wonder if there are intelligent alien species visiting our planet or secretly living among us? Well, in 1835, an American newspaper said it had proof that not only were intelligent extraterrestrial species real, but that they lived on the moon. How did they get there? Let's find out what really happened on this day. It's August 25th, 1835, and you're watching this report. Okay, picture this. You wake up, grab your morning coffee, open the newspaper, and boom. Headline: Scientists discover unicorns and bat people living on the moon. Sounds insane, right? Well, in 1835, people actually believed it. Today, we're rediving into the Great Moon Hoax, the original clickbait story, and maybe the funniest case of fake news in history. So here's the setup. It's August 25th, 1835. A relatively new newspaper, the New York Sun, decides it needs more readers. What do? They publish a 6-part series, claiming that the famous astronomer Sir John Herschel, basically the Neil deGrasse Tyson of the 1800s, had made groundbreaking discoveries with his giant telescope. These discoveries would change everything humanity knew about the universe. Well, except Herschel himself didn't make any such discoveries. In fact, he was in South Africa at the time. The article said the moon had forests and rivers, sparkling crystal mountains, and was inhabited by unicorns, furry bison, and bat-winged people who built sapphire temples. Yeah, imagine if National Geographic ran a cover story. Breaking news, bat people found on the moon. That's how wild this was. And people went crazy for it. Crowds lined up outside the Sun's office just to buy copies. Lectures were given about moon life. For a hot minute, bat people were the Kardashians of 1835. Everyone was talking about them. The Sun's sales skyrocketed. Remember, this was before TikTok, before Twitter, heck, even before cat memes. So when something like this dropped, it was the 1800s version of going viral. Within days, all other newspapers in New York were talking about it too. The public demanded to know more about these fantastic new creatures. But then a funny thing happened. Scientists started poking holes in the story. They pointed out that if these fantastical beasts really existed, we would have seen them during the numerous scientific missions to the moon. No one had seen anything like that. Then some rival papers noticed that the great astronomer, Sir John Herschel, was unto New York and had unwritten any of those reports. By the time the hoax was fully exposed, the Sun had what it wanted: massive popularity. Sales stayed strong, and the paper never officially admitted guilt. Herschel, meanwhile, thought it was hilarious. Though he did complain later that strangers wouldn't stop asking him about the moon's bat people. Imagine being one of the most respected scientists in the world and everyone just wants to know if you've met Batman on the moon. Now, the mastermind behind this elaborate prank was likely journalist Richard Adams Locke. He cooked up the whole story as satire. It's making fun of the wild astronomical theories of the day. Problem is, the public didn't get the joke. They took it dead seriously. It's like writing a parody Onion article, and people think it's CNN. The Great Moon Hoax still feels kind of familiar, right? Replace newspapers with Twitter, and it's basically the same as viral fake news today. Clickbait headline in 1835. Bat people worship in sapphire temples. Clickbait headline in 2025. You won't believe what scientists just found on Mars. Same energy. But honestly, this hoax feels even more relevant today than it did back then. We live in an age of misinformation and fake news, and it's easy to forget that this kind of thing isn't new. It's been happening for centuries. But at least this hoax gave us one of history's most entertaining headlines. If you loved this bizarre trip back in time, make sure to smash that like button. Subscribe for more strange but true stories, and tell me in the comments. Which modern conspiracy theory do you think people 200 years from now will laugh at? Will it be QAnon, chemtrails, or the Illuminati? Let's see who's brave enough to predict the next moon hoax. This has been the history of the moon hoax. And if you want to learn more about strange historical hoaxes, check out the series in the description below.